Well, we have a special guest joining us here today, Patricia Heaton, Carol's second act, debuting on CBS this evening. First of all, welcome. And welcome back to CBS
Thank
overall.
you. It's good to be back. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a little while. About, well, Raymond is this is the 23rd year, anniversary of the show. Yes.
Can you believe that?
I know, and I haven't aged a bit. How does that work?
No, you haven't. That is amazing. I was going to ask you that. That's actually in my line of questioning.
We have magical elves in Los Angeles that wave a wand.
You've had a great run. I mean, not only you talked about Raymond, of course, being on the air for 9 years and in the middle for 9 years, so you got a great track record. So I'm sure as Carol's second act now debuts, you're hoping for another run, right?
That would be, and my castmates are too.
Yeah.
I'm just hold on, guys. Don't buy those houses yet.
Yeah.
You got to see how this goes. But it's a great show.
Yeah. Some of your castmates, they're so young, though. I mean, do they actually understand, I guess, the concept behind being on a network show for 9 years? One time is pretty incredible.
Yes.
To do it twice, I mean, that's, shoot it to the moon type stuff.
They're very aware. Yeah. They're happy to be on board.
Hit your wagons.
Exactly.
Can you talk to me a little bit about the show, Carol's second act? Because you, I mean, you're frontlining this show now. This is your baby, and you've got, it seems like, a bunch of babies with you.
Yes. Well, you know, I've been playing a mom for 18 years on Raymond in the Middle, and my character, Carol Kenny, is still a mom, but her husband is divorced, her kids are out of the house, and she'd always wanted to go to med school and had to put it off. So she's finally done it in her 50s, and she's probably the oldest intern at Loyola Memorial Hospital. So, and I think what it says for me and what appealed to me is having a second act, whether you're a man or a woman, is important. I think people my age bring a life experience that we can give to younger generations, that we've experienced losses and disappointments and joy, and we just have a different perspective on life at this end of the spectrum, you know. And I think even if you don't do something as huge as go to med school, communities need people. They need people to volunteer and be a part of it. And not only is it good for your community to get out and be a part of it, it's good for you and your mental health as you get older to stay connected and feel needed and feel like that you're relevant and that you're giving something to the community. So I hope that our first, goal is to make people laugh, but I hope people are also inspired.
And this is kind of great because now you're an empty nester now, right? The kids are kind of, they're grown and pretty much
out. They come back for a load of laundry.
Every once in a while. You still have to do that. But I mean, for you now to kind of embark on yet another show now, because this is a different part of your life. When you did Raymond, the kids were little, the middle, the kids are kind of in the middle, and now.
My career has sort of really mirrored my own life, which has been fun because I haven't had to do any research. I'm just in that phase of my life. But it's kind of daunting for an actor who's been on TV for so long to find that next thing that people will accept you in and that's believable and that you relate to. So I think I was very fortunate with our writers, Sarah Haskins and Emily Halpern, that came along and had this idea, and I thought, I think this is the way to go. And I love doing comedy. I guess we all think about wanting to do drama, but I think the world needs laughter right now.
You gotta go with what you're good at, right?
I think so, yeah.
You love working, obviously. I know you were quoted one time as saying, if I'm gonna die, I want to die on a soundstage. And you may, because, I mean, again, it doesn't seem like you're short for work. You've been doing this now straight for almost like 30 years, right?
Yes, that's right. And it's been, it's been great. And I'm sort of, I wouldn't say I'm a workaholic, but I have the best vacations when I've just come from a job and I know I have a job at the end of the vacation. That's how I really enjoy them. I'm not great at doing leisure for too long.
And the comedy with this show, it seems pretty kind of inherent because you've got so many great, I guess, storylines that you can follow just based on the fact that you're with all of these interns that really don't know much about the world and life experience, and you've got all that.
I have to say the challenge is, though, when I first heard, comedy in a hospital, I thought, isn't that where people are sick and dying? So it's a little bit of a challenge, and also with all the medical terminology and finding new cases to weave into our storyline, it's been an education for me. I'm becoming a hypochondriac now that I'm learning everything that can go wrong with you, and I don't really have much reference preference for doctors. Most of my doctors are dermatologists, so there's nobody I can really call about
don't have to worry about being intubated very much.
Exactly. So, but it's been really fun. It's a learning experience. I'm also exec producing, so I've been involved on every level.
Yep.
So that's been challenging, and I'm not any younger, so I'm a little tired.
You seem very
but it's
spry
good.
in my estimation. One last question before we let you go.
Yeah.
With being at the top of the call sheet now, I know you've mentioned that. I've heard you mention that time and time again. Is there any additional pressure on the fact that, I mean, I know it's nice to be the first person called out, but you're back in front of a studio audience now, which is a new element, which you didn't do with the middle.
That's right.
But you are, I mean, this is your baby. I mean, this is your front and center here.
Yes, you know, I don't actually worry about those things too much. I'm very present in our day-to-day rehearsals and doing notes and stuff, and I'm just focused on that. And in this business, you kind of do your best and you put it out there and you hope people love it. It's kind of out of your control once you let it go.
Yeah, well, the nice part about it is people have loved you for the last 18 years of the last 2 shows you've been on, so why not keep that streak alive?
That's
Patricia,
right.
thank you so much for coming in. Really great to see you. The series premiere of Carol's second act on CBS and CBS All Access. That's tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Check it out.